Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my Let's Play the game known as Star Citizen, episode 414, and we're doing 317. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Have a look. Okay. Basically I want to test a few small ships that will fit in the Carrack to give me the best bang for my buck when I'm at my Carrack. That's the whole point of this. Okay. So the Pisces runs. So this is the default ship that comes with it.
Swarm initiated.
Online.
I've already flown this much. Oh, this is in the new arena too. Oh god, it's very funky, isn't it? Dying Star at map.
There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, here's the gimbaled. Where? Okay, I'm going to put more to weapons, I think.
Got something for you.
Shields
Oh.
hit.
Fudge. Lamps has it quite.
Okay.
Come on. Come on.
Shield down.
Obviously you can upgrade the weapons, but this is just the basic to see how good it is. Out on these, how do I use them? Oh, okay.
Shield down. Okay.
I guess the other one's the thing with them.
Okay.
Oh, got one.
Target destroyed.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Have a target. I'm looking for a target, only got one highlight. Okay.
Got something for you. Bastard.
Shields hit.
Oh. It's not bad, is it? Shouldn't ask for this one.
Shield down.
Shit.
No shields, not good. I need a button for this.
Shield down.
I'm gonna die. Some speed. Get my shields back up again. Accurate on red. I forgot to decouple button. This would be a good point to decouple.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give it to the bomb. Get that back up. I don't remember the decouple button. I need to look that up again. What is that missiles? Oh, I messed up. Double check in a minute.
Shit.
Okay. Okay.
on.
Shields.
Nice. Obviously, these aren't the best things to fight for testing, but hey, see it compares with the others.
0 hostile contacts remaining.
Okay, so do I have missiles on this? I thought it came with some. Apparently not.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Okay. Okay.
Got something for you.
Yes, I noticed. I like when you go to the mall how it cuts off your targeting.
Shit.
Here's my first look at the new Dice Toma.
Shields. Hit.
I think it's going to go to like one death and then I want to come out. There it is. To give me an idea of how far I can get with it. But yeah, that's handled that a lot better than I expected it to be. To give it credit there. Oh, there I am.
Bye for reintegration.
Hello, buddy man. Whee! Never seen that before. That's cool. I'll be cycle. Oh, F4 maybe. Huh. Okay, it's the main menu. Okay. So that's the spices, the Pisces go, because it's the main ship I want to be in a Carrack. So it's defending its spots, it's its spot, isn't it? I guess you'd keep the same settings. Okay. With the Archimedes. And with these old ships that can fit into it.
Swarm initiated.
Swarm initiated.
Your adventure, courtesy of Kruger Intergalactic. Systems.
So do you have any missiles? I don't think you do. No. Okay, go back.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Okay, you only have 2 screens for actually swapping over the power thing. That's not very good.
Contact confirmed. Contact confirmed.
There we are. 2Y.
Heads up.
Okay, you're definitely more nimble here.
Shields under attack.
Shit.
Contact confirmed.
Drawback to this ship is obviously I can't carry anything with it if I take this down the planet. I can fit 2 of these in it though.
Shit.
Oh, nice.
Got a surprise for ya.
Contact confirmed.
Ooh.
Under attack.
Definitely need to get more used to. Oh, sure, you caught me. At this ship.
Damn! Shit!
Nice.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Systems disengaged.
Oh no. That's not good.
Your adventure, courtesy of Kruger Intergalactic.
That wasn't good.
Systems active.
That's what I wanted. Power. There we go. Let's see how that affects us. Oh. There's a Cuddy. This is where I feel it's going to fall back, but bounties and that, not very good on.
Shit!
Target
Wow.
destroyed.
Can we cut it? There's some bounty on the ship for now. I want a carrot.
Contact confirmed.
Save. How fast this guy going?
Take that!
That's what he's trying to do.
Target destroyed.
Wow. I actually like this.
Shit!
What I don't like is the lack of screens. You see my own shields and stuff. Ooh. It's smart to avoid them too, to a certain extent.
Here you go.
Systems disengaged.
That is not good. How I can turn it off quite easy.
Your adventure, courtesy of Kruger Intergalactic. Systems active.
I don't like how it's knocking that though. I can't get my thing back up on the button. So that's a problem with the ship.
Take that!
Target is not targeting. Oh, it is. It's just showing me who it is though for some reason.
Shit. Oh, shit. Choke on that.
I think I need to learn some of the buttons if I'm going to use this one.
Damn it.
Get pretty darn close too. Does he miss them with how small you are?
Shit.
Target destroyed.
Shit. Bastard.
Target destroyed.
Oh! Went to the wreck. When the game launches, definitely going to take one of them. So for bounty hunting, yeah. The fact I killed Cutty with the Archimedes. I think that could be the ship I'll bring my character from now on for 317. And I'll let you date have this and the Pisces in it. I believe it can fit in either the ground vehicle spot, I believe it can fit in. But let's try the M50 see if it outshines them all. Pisces has the advantage that multiple people can be in it.
There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Contact. Contact.
You have missiles, right? 2. Okay. So you get 2. That's beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Okay, this one doesn't have gimbaled. That could be a problem. Okay, I can always upgrade it, but... Am I following a missile? I'm following a missile. I'm following my target as a missile.
Contact.
Why do I start with 96 health? That's wow. This is gonna be hard for me to hit.
Shields under attack.
Bastard. There's something with your name on it.
Alright. I do need to look at the buttons for the swapping guns, so I don't have to do this, specifically the Archimedes. Yeah, I'm gonna struggle with this a lot more because it's not gimbaled! Fudge, I'm dead straight away. I don't see the guy. Where am I? Oh, the shield's already gone down. Fudge!
Shield depleted.
I can see that. There he is, finally. Oh, rubbish if I can kill an Aurora with an M50. I can't wait for meters. At least got one.
Got something for you.
Ah. About him. Yeah, I'll deal with it all.
Contact.
A bit too close for this. Yeah, I'm too close for them. Okay. No last thing to do. No. Guess it's done fire was a good. The engine goes down a lot slower than the Archimedes. But Archimedes technically 2 guns going off if you're using them both, so it's like the trade-off. I think I'm here. It was. Blackout. On. Alright, I wanna die with no shield.
Weapon system disabled.
Ah. Where is he?
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I find it a lot easier in the Archimedes. It's just about looking at gimbal. Obviously, I can take these off. Won't be as effective, but I'll probably hit more. But the default in Archimedes is actually pretty sweet.
Son of a bitch.
Under attack.
I'll at least kill this guy if I can. Shields are back up.
Son of a bitch.
That's one gun too, doesn't help.
Achieved missile lock. This is depleted.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, the fact I lost a wing, but it means I lost one of the guns.
Son of a
I think I'm gonna put the Archimedes in it. There's a couple of others I'd like to try that I don't own to see if they're worth it or not, but I think the Archimedes. You know what? I'm gonna go with the exit menu. The M50 as a no. So now my leader is definitely Archimedes. Okay, I want to try Enemy Commander again. I'm trying to keep the same settings. I know I was going to a die, but that's just getting too tedious. Keep on Power Swarm. Dying Star. Okay. I have my Aurora LX. That's the last one of the ones I own. I want to try because obviously I love to use the Hawk. It won't fit. I would love to use this. It won't fit. If that's the load up properly, you can see it. Anyway, Drake Harrow. And of course I have the non-combat version of that, so I'm considering that. Where is it? The my Aurora LX. Boom. Let's see how you do. And then there's a few I'd like to rank quick. The Test, the Arrow, Buccaneer. Merlin's basically Archimedes at this point. The 125A and the 85X. And I've got a Razor down.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride.
I wouldn't mind.
Check.
Obviously. Also, this gives me the added spot of I have a back. Put some boxes in if I need to.
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
I like the fact these are quite close and separate, that's good.
Radar contact.
And of course you should have, yeah, you do. A couple of missiles.
Radar contact.
Where'd he go?
Radar contact.
Heads up.
Yeah. Some bulldogs.
Son of a bitch.
So Aurora vs Aurora.
Shields damaged.
I know the Aurora's supposed to be a little tankier. Also, it's not maneuverable, you can feel it's heavier.
Damn it.
I think them extra disturbers
Now. Radar contact.
really helps your Archimedes. These bulldogs are pretty good. No! Speed, get some speed. Oh! I think he took a missile from someone else.
Shields damaged.
Yeah, I think the Archimedes can kill a lot faster than having the extra two weapons. I think that really helps it.
Radar contact. Enemy down.
Where'd he go?
Enemy down.
Okay, good, got to wave 2 so I can see how it will do against a Cutty now. And it does have 2 missiles, so...
Warning. There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Here's something with your name on it.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to control when you're going full pelt with it, no? What are you? You're Gladius. Okay, not Cuddy. Last time I killed a Saber and a Cuddy, didn't I? With the Archimedes. Tell he's a snub fighter, this is a fighter. Well, I'm in a jack of all trades. Okay, I get.
Son of a bitch!
Ooh, some sort of missile at him.
Shields damaged. Shield is down.
Oh no!
Enemy down.
Get hammered. Cody, where is he? Speed. I missed. One good thing, it did take a barrage, so I don't think how many would have been dead if he took that.
Shield is down.
You can see that. Trying to put them all to the shields, I'm gonna lose, aren't I? Where's he? Got the shields down. Gotta move before we get him back up.
Shields damaged.
On. But not to. Okay, nice. Look in here. That's what I died with a meter, wasn't it? During one of these babies.
Shields damaged.
Shit!
On. Nice, got him. Have a look in here.
Down!
Shields damaged.
Son of a bitch! Choke on that! Shit!
We really need to choke on it. Where's the Gladius?
Shields damaged. Enemy down.
Nice. I think it took longer, but technically survived and got to wave 3. I guess I'll see what comes up at me here, but directly we'll just pull out.
There are multiple hostiles inbound.
Buccaneer.
Radar contact.
Got something for you.
Oh!
Weapons system.
Wow! Well, that's something.
Radar contact.
Lost the weapon, but survived that thing. That's what I mean. I would have been dead.
Radar contact.
I have one weapon left. It's still kicking.
Son of a bitch.
So that's either basically saying the Aurora is very sturdy, or the other ship is like, if it was a Buccaneer, it'd be like, yeah, it's made of basically tissue paper. But what was it I hear? It was a Buccaneer? I think it was, wasn't it? So it probably is tissue paper. I guess that's not that impressive after all that. If it was a Sabre or Gladius, it would have been though.
Radar contact. Weapons system.
Son of a bitch.
I mean, if shoot for long, we'll have only one now.
Shields damaged. Shield is down.
Oh god, I'm gonna die. I got a bit confused what I was going for. Our time with my dead people.
Radar contact.
Shit.
What does it look like? Holy fuck, look at that. Fat is still kicking after all that though. That's pretty impressive. There we go. There's my little guy. No. Oh, that's a piece of Aurora too.
Stand by for
I like the fact they like shields the guy now. They never used to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Aurora and Archimedes, definitely big props to them, but I think the Archimedes is the one to use with the... For now, the fact that my character can only really call like 2 ships instead of despawning ships. So if I have to pick one for the current version of the game, with 317 onwards, I would think the Archimedes is probably the way to go. And manoeuvrability and stuff. But when the game launches properly, or we can support more than multiple ships, I think at that point, having the Aurora in there is a good option. Okay, there's more of those ships I don't own now. Okay, I wrote the arrow down, but a lot of people say because the wings aren't separate to the landing gear, so I'm actually going to leave that one for now, because if they separate, that could be a good one. We have the Buccaneer down. I guess we could try the Buccaneer. That would be... Drake, what's Drake? Origin, Mushroom, Crew Gas. Wallet. Okay, I'll try to book in here. It's only for 3 days, so. Okay, where to put it? Nome, Drake Harrow. Guess it's just go to Drake for it. Okay, I don't want to rent it a second time. Or is that glitched? Did I do it wrong? Rental ships. Might glitch and I might not be able to even do this, a test of this. Yeah, it has gone down, so definitely rented it. Well, let me select it. So much for testing the other ships then. I guess with that being said then, the Archimedes then. I want to go around 317 a little bit, just with my Carrack and stuff, and try and do bounties with the Merlin and stuff like that. That's a little suck. Let's jump and have a look, shall we? Because I'm a little god there, so I'm waiting on something to be spotted and I can carry on with stuff off the channel. So this is like a little bit. So I'm actually recording this bit on the 2nd of May. The stuff going up on the channel is still last year at this point. Probably only be putting little bits of this in, but yeah. I think it's between the Archimedes and the Aurora. The Aurora, the fact to come up with people, gives it a good thingy. And it's top, I think the Archimedes is the one. I'm going to try it with a bounty. I want to get my Carrack out. Put the Archimedes in it, and I would like to put a ground vehicle on it and see if I can just carry on like that. See how it will go. Okay, as you guessed, that was recorded. I think I actually said date a bit later on. I think it was May when I was editing this. So from this point on, I'm talking as I'm on my editing program on the 27th of September. Obviously that stuff I believe we just said was back to May, so other than the opening, everything there, I mean with the task screen and everything there was based on what I said and was thinking back then. And here I'm going to cut this up a lot more, and for that reason I don't really have as much speech. When I do, from stuff back then, like the last episode, I've cut back to it. But I thought I'd just talk on the top of this, what I was doing back then. Like I was experimenting. I thought, oh, I've never really done it before. Got the Carrack. It's supposed to have, like I said, one ship in it. And I've already franked my little testing for this current patch, the Merlin, because I want to do some bounties. Seems a good idea. And I want to put a ground vehicle in it and go around in my Carrack. That's the idea here. So you can see I'm entering my Carrack here. I'm just shutting my back end up before I jump and show quickly me transferring some of my stuff from the space station to my Carrack. So I give that a little bit earlier when you saw me basically buying some of that stuff very quickly. When I was driving across Red Portal, you can see some of the stuff, because I was thinking like, remember last episode, what was my big part screw up on my plan? Didn't take a flight suit. So now I thought, oh, I've already spun my Carrack, I have a flight suit, so no matter what planet I'm on, I can technically get back out there if I have no oxygen. Or at least temporarily anyway, can't I? So I'm like looking at my food and stuff, and basically I've probably spent 5 minutes here to picking what I'm sending across, what I'm keeping, so we're moving on from that. And here just to show you, making sure I did it, I went to my medical lab, and I thought, hey, last episode I kept showing you as I left it. Why don't I show you going into it? Again, I'm trying to cut this down so there's not as... Again, this is probably another hour's worth of gameplay here, and what we're up to about 45. I started this part of it, of the episode. I think, what did we go to? I think it's about an hour 5 or 10 minutes in this. So this is probably about an hour and a half of gameplay really I'm cutting up for you. So remember the travelling and stuff and getting around the ship itself is a few minutes. As you can see, I've just said it. I get out here and then we're going to cut away so you don't see me travel through the whole ship. Otherwise, again, this would be like a 2 hour plus episode for you. Here I am, getting in my seat. Again, I have in the character has 2 hotpicks, so to speak. There's one above and one below. I believe I'm using the below one. One's supposed to be more of a battle deck, so to speak.
You are clear to launch.
I just cut to me asking them to let me out, and you see them opening, and I thought, oh, you get to see the character leave and see how good or bad I am at leaving at this point. Because Aurora's nipped off to sleep for a nap, so as soon as I finish talking over this, my plan is to jump on. I'm actually on the computer on now, I'm checking I've got the drivers up to date, is to record bar, so I need it for Friday, so I'm hoping to get, I'm looking at 4 to 8. That's beyond all reason. This is RTS, so got 7 episodes on my channel as I'm editing this. Next one should be this Friday. So when you actually see this, I'm not actually sure when this is going out. That episode should have been up. It should have been 4 or 5 or even 12 more episodes of bar up, shouldn't it, at that point? Oh, here we go. This is what I was saying last episode, how tight it is. Like, literally, another centimetre or 2 or a metre or 2. This would have to go into the bigger hangar, then it'd be a tiny ship compared to the hangar it's on. Because that other hangar's the next stage up. I think there's 4 main hangars in the game, and that's the 3rd biggest, I believe. Or if it is the biggest one, in the next hangar is you have to sit outside and just join your little tubey up to, you know, to get in the stations and out. But I think it's 3 with this one, then another hangar, and then, like I said, the tubey thing, I believe. Okay, my idea here is, I'm going to cut to me in a second. I have a very quick thing I say, it's not very long, but I want to get the Merlin out. So I'm trying to look for the landing spot so I can get into the station, as you'll hear me in a sec. Where's the landing pads? I'm cutting here as I find it, but this itself took me about 10-15 minutes. I was going around the station trying to find the landing pads. Because obviously I'm not clicked to land. If I do, it's to put me in a hangar because I'm in a big ship. Instead of if I have a small ship, it'll put me to one of the landing pads. But anyway, as you saw, I found it, so I'm leaving the cockpit, cutting in a second, coming out the back end. You can see, like, I did a great job straight away. I've already hurt myself, smacked myself into my own post. So there's a button. Obviously, I kind of want to shut it because my ship should be coming from the top. I'm not sure, because I've cut it out, if I get straight to the back end or if I actually open the top. I got a feeling I haven't opened it yet. I know in later attempts, what you probably see, not this episode, I do open it if I put them in or not, if I don't edit it out. But I believe I've left it shut because I didn't want someone coming over, getting in my ship at this point. Because again, I'm one person, and I'm trying a little bit of experimentation here. Okay, I get me landing, you see, not the perfect landing, a bit of red there, hurts slightly again. But anyway, let's skip ahead a bit more. And you can see me looking for the Merle. As you can see, I'm struggling finding it until I found it there.
Stand by.
So when you go up and down, that's obviously when you have to. You'll be struggling finding it. Okay, like cut to near me. Go to tuck the lift out, there's the Merle. Oh, sorry, correction. I keep calling it a Merle. It's the Archimedes. It's the upgraded version of the Merlin. I don't own a Merlin, I own Archimedes. You know, technically, we used to have a hammy called Merlin, and we used to have another hammy called Archimedes. We don't have hammies anymore, because obviously, as you know, they live roughly 2 years. My longest hammy was 2 years, 3 months, snowy back in Britain. We have a chipmunk right now, and a corgi. MJ, or Mary Jane, MJ for short, or Xavier. And of course, I have a baby called Aurora. I remember Tiffy specifically telling me, no Star Citizen names. And then she came up with Aurora. I goes, yeah. And then after we settled on it, I goes, why you let pick me Aurora? What do you mean? Show me no Star Citizen names.
Thank you. And please
I know. It's from, I think she said Sleeping Beauty. I was, oh, you know my first ever ship in the game? You know what it's called? It's not Aurora, is it? Yep. She, oh, I don't believe it. So I said yes because of Star Citizen. She said it because of Sleeping Beauty. Anyway, back to the Star Citizen. As you see, I jumped out the mill there. And the Aurora actually saw early in this episode, my Aurora LX. Aurora's my first ship that got me in the game. I paid £5 extra, was it $5? I can't remember when I did it. So I had £1 or dollars basically to upgrade it, to give it more missiles and give it a leather seat. Plus it's more of a red colour. Anyway, as you can see, I basically landed. Used my opening door to get down here. Obviously, I believe that should be, unless I've put it open, I haven't, should be default locked for other players who aren't my group. Doesn't mean, and I'm here trying to work out how to open the door, I think, the hangar. Obviously, I believe you can open them up with like it's not a bazooka, but basically it is. It's basically the equivalent of what it's called in game, where you can shoot ships down with one of them. And eventually, I'm assuming a little blowtorch will work on it if you spend enough time. Maybe a missile, I'm not sure. But a missile, but I know that thingy gun does. Okay, I think I'm running around here. I kept this in because I was trying to look how to open the hangar. So again, even though I had the ship a while, I don't use it that often because I'm waiting for it to have blades. I'm waiting for it to have non-play characters, crews, or if I get SupernovaTiffy and Prowlty in it more. But Prowlty is generally, when I've tried it, the medbed didn't work for him. But again, that's past patches. It should do now, and his ship's too big. But again, once you actually know, like I know how to get. I think at this point, or I was learning here, but as of real time now, like I said, the 27 that night, generally I know how to get from A to B or B to C, the main things in the ship I want to get to. But then, as you can see, I couldn't because I couldn't find the stupid thing to open it. There it is, open door. So now it should be opening. So now I can bring the Merlin in. I kept this sequence in to show you how I handled this bit. So the ship is not, once you know its layout, it's not too bad at getting around it. If you don't know its layout, then it's like a damn maze. Because I came back recently, well, I guess a few months ago, for something. Last time I got on the ship, I think it might have been when last time I played with Prowlty. Well, you've not seen that yet. I think I tried to jump in and I couldn't find my back door to open. Was it the back door to open out, or was it the door to get out? Yeah, it was the door to EVA out. I couldn't seem to find it for some reason. You know, you've seen it's like that ladder thing and that lift upwards around that area. I kept running past it. Here we go. There's my Merlin. Sorry, Archimedes. I keep wanting to say Merlin. It's upgraded Merlin, so I guess it's still technically correct, isn't it? Oh, speaking of which, I'm apparently going to say something in a second from back then. Let's see what it was. Now, shall we? Obviously, instead of swearing, it was sugar. So, like I said, I prefer saying like fudge and sugar instead of swearing if I can, even though I did know it's editing these. I swore a lot more when I was doing it. These little bits wasn't 100% planning to put in the episode. And I was also, I believe this was May. We were getting very frustrated with the house situation. And not moving, obviously, as of now. It's supposed to be January, assuming this isn't coming up in February or something, and on my new other video, also more up to date, it's like, yeah, we still haven't moved or whatever. As of the 27th of September, it's supposed to be January, but that's the same thing they told us last year, so I'm not 100% confident with it. But we'll see. Hopefully we can move, finally get through this, but whatever. Anyway, there's my Archimedes. And what was I trying to do here? Oh, I think I was trying to look to maybe if it was still on, and then I should turn it off. I think that's what I was doing, so I jump back in to turn it off. Because, like, when you land somewhere, generally I just keep the engine and the shields running quick and I jump in. Well, obviously, the shield thing's fine, so it comes sort of blasting you, so it's a bit of protection. Engine, it's going to start wearing, that shield's going to start wearing in the game. So, but obviously when you're actually inside another ship with the, I don't know what I can't remember what they're called, not the cargo boxes, the grid boxes. sometimes it don't play nice, and I was a bit worried it's going to bounce around and stuff, where if you turn the engines off, it seems to play a lot nicer. So there's a nice shot there. Okay. Now, obviously, I've cut out the quantum journey to get here, as my goal is to put a vehicle in it. You know, the carrot comes with the Pisces and a vehicle. At some point, they plan to let me spawn them in it in the hangar. But right now, you've got to do this messing around. And I haven't really done this before, so I'm landing it here. I think it's a mining outpost or something this is, of our vehicles.
Engines offline.
Therefore, yeah, engine's off, but I'll keep the shield on. As you can see. And again, I'm not going to show you going through the whole ship, but... So, back in the cargo. As you can see, the weather's not brilliant when I get out here. There's a little bit here I will cut to what I said back then. Again, I'm talking all the bits where I'm not really saying all those interruptions, basically, right now for you. So I most of the start of the episode, when I was testing that stuff, I was talking directly for the channel. Here was like, yeah, you don't want to watch all this, that's why I'm cutting bits in and out here. Like, see what I've done. It won't reach based on an angle or on a hill or something here. And the weather is not helping one bit, as you can tell. It's very bad. It does clear up, so you'll see later on after I cut, it does clear up during some of the cuts, so. Anyway, I'm trying to close it, work out it back in. Anyway, let me cut to what I said back then. Here we go. Now, people. Fuck. Come suck it back up. Can I put this stuff in here? Just spawn me back on the car rock. That's annoying. So you see, my great idea was to kill myself but make sure my stuff was safe. That was the idea. I want to put vehicles on it, but the ramp don't fucking reach. So I'm gonna make sure I reach it now before I do this again. As you just heard me, again, I get a little frustrated that you can tell with the tone and the swear word I used. Basically, I'm trying to test and experiment with this, and stuff like that doesn't help. But as you can see, I woke back on my medical thing, got back to me. Cockpit, at least one of them, and now I'm moving it forward. So hopefully I can get the ramp down this time. Hopefully they'll change the ships a little bit so the ramp will go a bit further or a little less, depending if you're on a hill or something, to make it a bit easier for situations like this. Because I didn't want to land on the actual pads. For one, they're too small. For two, I was worried it would zap my ship away. You know, when you have it too close or on another pad, they put it away for you when you call something else. So, and I was trying to avoid that, so I thought, oh, am I outside of it? It won't do that. Because technically I have 2 vehicles out right now. And really, I'm trying for 4. I want to put a rock in it. As you see when I go over there in a minute, I will claim. And I forgot what the other thing I was going to put in, but I believe I claimed that too. And I wanted to carry them around, and I thought, for the rest of the session, all sessions, you see I'm getting my calls back here, I want to try and bounty hunt with the Merlin, land and do some mining with the rock, and I have the extra vehicle for, like, if I do some, like last time I do some bunkers to put my stuff in. That was the idea. So we cut to get to the location. Or at least what I think is the location, as you're probably going to hear when I cut to it in a second, of what I said at the time when I realised. As you see, I can't see any way to call ships. Maybe that's it. That looks like it. Because I put it on the opposite side. Completely the opposite side, yeah. I want to put the rock in there. I want a vehicle. So as you can see, like this is technically day 3 of my day 1 and 2 and day 3 of trying 317. Everything that can go wrong for me, or most being annoying, is, as you see me claim these, like, I land, I've got to mess around, kill myself, put myself, if I was in any other ship other than my Carrack that I own, I would have to come back to the main base. My Carrack saved me. I managed to maneuver it, but still wasting time doing that. And then, of course, I end up getting on the wrong side, go to the wrong building, the opposite side of the bloody landing place, or whatever you want to call it. What's it called?
Your insurance claim has been visit us again.
And as you could hear there, basically I was like, where is it? There's my rock. I think this might be the first video I've had a rock in there. I'm not sure if it is or not, but I know I haven't used it often at this point. Oh, by the way, as I'm talking on the 27th of, so like this bit now, of September, if you keep hearing a little click in the background, my doggy is chewing on and dropping a bone. Thank you for doing that show there. Because I said, I'm trying to finish this off, and then while you're all asleep, I want to jump and get these bars done. So, I'm kind of hoping you stop for time then, but I'm running out of time of doing stuff. There wasn't much left for this one to do, so. Anyway, I've kept in here, I mean, I was going to say flying it. Not flying it, driving it, in fact. And of course, again, there's another thing if you had other players in there, or even non-player character, or a remote control on your Moby glass where you open my ship. Or can you open my ship for me? Because that's what a lot of players you see do. They leave the ship open, then come in, somebody's snuck inside to kill them, will fly off with the ship. Or the alternative is blow it up, but you have no choice at that point, then you mad dash to get in it. Like, at least with mine, they generally just blow it up. As I'm mad dashing to get in it, because obviously I tend to not leave these open. You know, it is a lot more annoying. Open, shut, etc. But yeah, unless I'm remembering right, I don't think I've ever used the rock, to my knowledge, for mining yet. But again, I might be in one of these sessions coming up, and I attempted it. If I did, it's not very long, and I definitely have not had a full loading and took it back. That's for sure. I want to use it more. Actually, I was planning with Paralysis. I think he got a rock. And so our next big session, we'll go out and we will do some rock mining. And then, of course, he couldn't get on, and then I got a lot of stuff on my own channel, and then, of course, the event came up, and we did the event together, and then, as I cut in here, to be retrieving the rover. And then, of course, he couldn't get on for the Horizon event, where SupernovaTiffy took over. Well, I was hoping to do that with him, and then we could do some mining, and it obviously hasn't happened yet. So hopefully we will go rock mining together at some point. I just don't know if it'll be this year at this point. Speaking of which, I'm going to cut back to what I say now, and you will see why. Seriously? I just... I've got two, but how?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Fuck. Basically, do you know what I said earlier in the episode? Why I had to carry outside, so it wouldn't despawn or be put away. Well, apparently I was too close and they put it away. So in other words, I've got a Carrack out, I've got a Merlin inside it, and I have a rock inside it. Then the minute I called the rover, it spawned the last thing. What happens to be my Carrack? Well, also takes my Merlin away. Sorry, Archimedes, keep calling it Merlin. Archimedes away, and takes my rock away. And this little place, if I'm not mistaken, you can only spawn vehicles and small ships. Meaning, it's put my Carrack inside this place, and you can't spawn it here. So in other words, I have to reclaim at a later date. What that means is, I need to reclaim the Merlin first and the rocks, make sure there's no screw-ups and they get lost. And when the character's reclaimed, do you know them extra flight suits I put in there, the helmets, a bit of food here and there? Poof, gone. Because basically, the ship's gone, and I've got a brand new one. So yeah, as you can see, I was getting a little frustrated. I had a lot of fun earlier with the testing, and I get frustrated here. And I gave Ian pitter-patting, like the words out in the air. Pitter-patting, running around my doggy. For some reason, she likes to get a food, pull it out of a bowl, run with it, and then eat it. That's what she's pitter-patting on. And I say to her now, what's this? I fucking stranded here now. Yeah, around the time period, I probably was swearing a lot. I'm trying to be more aware now when I'm recording stuff what's not directly for the channel, but may go on the channel. Maybe try and stick to my fudges and my sugars. Especially with having a newborn baby, I don't want her to start saying that stuff for obvious reasons. So far, a little trivia about her. Her first words were Dada. She said red twice, and then when I said it third time, she never said it since. I think she said Mama, but not very often. She said Aurora, her own name, and she told herself goodbye once. She was goodbye, Aurora. So she told herself bye, and she said put her arms in the air when she was talking to my mum, like Nana. Well, it was more like Nana. So she tells she was trying to say Nana. I believe off my head that's all she can say so far, unless I missed the odd word here and there. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, I'm going to cut back to something I say here in a second, and then basically I quit the game. And then I believe I carry on the session a bit later on.
Please visit us again. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I like the way the thing went goodbye, and for some reason I'm recording it just went straight to my main finger, so I think the game actually crashed at that point. I didn't even exit. But there was another session on that same day, so I don't know if I came back instantly or a bit later. But anyway, like, subscribe, my good stuff. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great one day, and see you next time, everyone. Bye!